We invite all listeners to tune in every Thursday at approximately 7:25 a.m. for Tutor Speaks, a program which deals with all issues affecting teachers, schools, and the education sector in general. So join us right here on I-95.5 every Thursday morning at 7:25. A blessed Thursday morning to all I-95.5 listeners. This is the segment Tutor Speaks, and I am your presenter, Patricia Eversley. The Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association will soon be hosting its virtual 5K. To herald this event, we have an interview segment hosted by our guest presenter, Miss Nicole Marchand-Melhem of the Caroni district. Take it away, Nicole.
Good morning, everyone. Today we have with us Mr. Sargeant of Holy Faith Convent, Couva. Mr. Sargeant was the winner of the Tutor 5K 2018 and 2019. Today he will share with us any tips or advice he has on preparing for the Tutor 5K or participating generally in any road races. Welcome, Mr. Sargeant. Please share with us how long you've been partaking in events such as this in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Mrs. Melhem. First of all, let me say thank you for having me be a part of this show. I first started participating in road races in Trinidad and Tobago probably around 2008, 2009 as a student in UE. Right? I started as a track athlete and then I eventually graduated to the road races.
It's always interesting to note the preparation an athlete takes for his event. Can you tell us in terms of the preparation beforehand that you may take in terms of the time, as well as any particular routine you may have that you think may be helpful to our future participants in the event?
Okay, sure. My routine is basically dependent on what event I'm about to participate in. So I train all year round, but I focus on specific races. So for example, when I'm preparing for the tutor race, it's one of the shortest events that I participate in. So I tend to focus my training on shorter, faster work. If I'm participating in something like a 10K or a half marathon, my work is a bit longer in terms of the length of runs I may do. But for anybody who is maybe not an avid runner, and they are just wanting to attempt a race like this for the first time, I think for a race of this distance, probably 1 month training is adequate for you to be in pretty decent enough shape to ensure that you get through the race without any physical injury and you are able to complete and have a pretty decent time. Just to add a little more to my answer, I train probably 5 to 6 days a week. And my training will involve a mixture of longer, slower runs, that's to build aerobic capacity, and shorter, faster bursts for me to increase my speed and my speed endurance.
The pandemic has definitely led to an adjustment of these road races, marathons, and walkathons. Tell me, what are your views on these events becoming virtual?
These virtual marathons and road races indeed have become the norm. The benefits are, I believe, one, even though we are in a pandemic, we still get some sense of normalcy from these races. For the persons who are accustomed running, even though you're not at the starting line with other athletes, you still try to put out your best effort and give your best time to compete against other athletes. But beside that, of course, there are the obvious health benefits. You have to train for these races and you actually have to run the race itself, right? So we know that physical exercise is very important and it keeps us healthy, it keeps us happy. So I think the health more than anything else is the major benefits from these. And of course there are the persons who love to run for the bling. That's the race medals. So that's another benefit. People could continue adding to their collection of medals.
Health and fitness definitely seems to be a huge part of your life. Can you please share with the audience today what are your future aspirations that rely on health and fitness?
To be honest, my end goal is to wear the red, white and black colors. As a distance athlete, you don't peak until you are around your mid-30s, 35, 36, around there. So I still have a couple of years before I really hit my peak. and my goal is to represent Trinidad and Tobago at cross-country championships in the very near future. So I'm really working hard towards that. I had a little setback with injury, as you would have mentioned earlier, but I am really trying my utmost best to get back to my best and even better than I was before, so that I could proudly wear those colors, and that would be one of the greatest achievements that I could possibly dream of. I think that it's something that I, even as a little boy, before I was involved in athletics, when I used to look at more football, I would have dreamed of possibly playing for Trinidad and Tobago at one point. But I love football more than it loved me. Eventually, I found my calling in running. So I'm really hoping that one day, in the not too distant future, I could put on those colors.
You have been listening to Tutor Speaks. You can contact us at tuterpresident1@gmail.com. That's tutorpresident1@gmail.com, or telephone Tutor's head office at 645-2134, 645-3825, or 663-2738.